Chapter 6, the production process. After completing this chapter, you will be able to describe the master data associated with the production process, and you can identify the key steps in the production process and data, documents, and information associated with them. The production process consists of various steps and activities involved with manufacture or assembly of finished goods and semi-finished goods. Organizations implement a variety of production or manufacturing processes. Depending on the type of material being produced and the manufacturing strategy is used to produce it. Among the most common production processes are discrete, repetitive, and process manufacturing. The discrete and repetitive manufacturing involve the production of tangible materials such as cars, computers, and bicycles. However, the fundamental distinction between the repetitive and discrete manufacturing. In repetitive manufacturing, the same material is produced repeatedly over the extended period of time and relatively constant rate. In discrete manufacturing, the company produces different materials over the time and batches, often alternating between the materials of a production line. In contrast, the process manufacturing refers to the production of the materials such as paint, chemicals, beverages that are not manufactured in individual units. They are produced in bulk and they are measured in quantities such as gallons, liters, and the component materials cannot be identified after production because they are mixed together in the final product. For example, attempting to identify the raw materials in the gallons of paint. The real-world example below will illustrate the distinctive repeated and process manufacturing as implemented in the Apple. So this is, you can see, this is the basic steps in the production process. For the master data of production process is relevant to the bills of materials, work centers, product routine, material master, and the production resource tools, or we call it a PRT. So for the BOM, it identifies the components that are necessary to produce a material. In discrete and repetitive manufacturing, the BOM is a complete list of materials, both raw materials and semi-finished goods that are needed to produce a specific quantity of materials. In the process industries such as chemicals, oil and gas, and beverages, the BOM is often referred to the formula or receipt, and it includes a list of ingredients needed to create a specific quantity of product. So the BOM is a hierarchical depiction of the materials needed to produce a finished good and semi-finished goods. So in this figure, the BOM range from a very simple to very complex. The BOM for the ballpoint pen consists of only a half dozen or so materials or items. But the BOM for the Boeing 747 aircraft is very complex, and it contains more than 6 million materials. And the BOMs can be either single level or multi-level. A single level BOM contains only one level in the hierarchy, whereas a multiple level BOM has more than one. An aircraft, for example, may have more than 50 levels of its BOM. So this is BOM for the touring bikes. See is a hierarchy with many levels. This is the BOM for the off-road bikes. So in both figures, where the wheels assembly is semi-finished good, that's the manufacturer using the 3 raw materials, and the other component materials are all raw materials. So should the company decide to produce the pedal assembly rather than purchase it, then the BOM will be modified to indicate that the pedal assembly is semi-finished good, and the raw materials needed to make the pedal assembly will be included in the second level of BOM. So a work center is a location where the value-added work needed to produce a material is carried out. It is where specific operations such as drilling, assembly, and painting are conducted. A work center can also be a machine or group of machines, an entire production line, a work area, such as assembly area, a person group, a person responsible to completing operation in the different parts of the plant.